Hi, I'm Josh Ellsworth with Stahls, and welcome to video 4 of our 21 looks heat printing series. In these videos, we show you how to create the hottest trending looks for 2021. And best of all, we give you the marketing assets. That's photos and videos that you can steal to be able to market these looks on your social media pages, your website, your catalog, by email, etc. However you see fit. Now, we've went through the fitness category already with our first 3 videos. The next market that we're entering today is sports. And we're decorating the back of this athletic knit hockey jersey, showing you one of the latest products that's out there that's going to help you grow your sales in any sport. And that is perforated numbers. I love this product. It's brand new because it allows you to achieve the looks that the pros and collegiate players are putting on the field. Every youth sport player wants what it looks like on TV, and now you can achieve it. And best of all, there's another advantage in that these are breathable numbers. They're perforated completely through, so when you decorate the jersey, whether it's the hockey one we're doing today, or basketball, baseball, whatever it may be, you get increased performance of the number on the jersey. It's a lighter weight feel, and the moisture wicking garment can actually moisture wick through the numbering. So let's show you how to apply this. It's very easy, and we'll head over to the heat press to get it done. Step number 1 is make sure you have a heat press that's equipped for printing sports uniforms. What do I mean? I mean the ability to split the jersey open and thread it over the lower platen to get rid of any extra seams and bulk, as we'll see here in a moment. I have our Hotronics auto clam set up on my heat press caddy stand that gives me this fully cantilever design for threadability. Now that I have my heat press set up appropriately, I'm going to make sure the temperature is correct. Thermofilm, which is the product we'll be using today, our #1 seller for sports, applies at 330 degrees. It only takes 6 to 8 seconds on the timer. So I'll program 6 seconds here, and these are twin timers, so both will be set for 6 seconds. That's how much I'll preheat as well, so you could toggle that back and forth if you wanted. Next, I want to make sure my pressure is accurate. The Hotronics auto clam has a digital pressure readout. When I lock the press down, it'll read out a pressure. Thermofilm applies at a medium pressure, so I'd like it to be a 4, 5, or 6 on this readout. I'm already at a 3. Once I load my jersey in, it'll add an extra digit or 2 to the pressure, so that's going to be perfect for printing. Now look at this hockey jersey. You have some drawstrings and sort of tie up the front. You have a lot of seam structure all around this thing on the front, and we're focused on the back print location to show you these perforated numbers. So I'm going to split this open. I'm going to let the front drape underneath the press and get to a nice flat back printing area. Now I say flat, but I still have a seam running horizontally across here. This is 100% polyester, so if I press this, I'd probably get a little bit of a gloss up mark here, and this race seam is going to absorb pressure, and I really want the pressure on my name and number that's going to be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull back that seam until it drapes just off of the edge of my top platen. Now I want to be careful to make sure this bottom seam is not coming up, because I'll have the same issue down here, but this seam is far enough away from my print location, as I'll be placing my name and number upside down, that it's not going to cause any pressure issues. If you have a situation where you just can't get rid of the seam, you can always insert a heat press pillow and the seam will sink down into it. So something to keep in mind as you get into different constructions of jerseys. Now I want to do a preheat just to warm my base and my garment to make it ready to print. So I'll lock it down. As you see, my pressure did jump 2 digits because this is a thicker fabric. The machine will automatically open for me. This is our Hotronics auto clam. And then I'll be prepared to position my design. Now, I want to spend some time here as I place this. This product is our pre-spaced, perforated name and number in this case. It's called Player Perfect is how you order it, but you can get this in a perforated pre-space name only. You can get it in a perforated pre-space number only in case you want a solid name to pair with it, but this is our Player Perfect, which is the completed set. What I love about this is it's already perforated, so it's breathable, and we have a variety of perforated patterns that you can select from. We'll bring some of those up on screen now so you can see those. And in addition to that, we get all of our lettering accurately positioned on this carrier. So all we have to do is position it down and forget about it. Just position it. It's all in the proper spacing, cover it up, and heat apply it. Again, we're using CAD cut thermofilm. one of our top sellers for athletic uniforms. It applies in just 6 seconds. The press will automatically open, and it is a hot peel, which I love. So I can just grab the corner, peel away. How quick and easy is that to get this professional result? Let's take a look up close over at the table. As we're reviewing the completed results, one thing I'd like to say about thermofilm that I love is that white stays white. Even on this 100% polyester, I don't need to worry about any bleeding of the jersey through my name and number. Also, it picks up the texture of the fabric very nicely. Even though it's thicker and more rugged, highly durable, it does feel nice on this garment, especially when you add the breathable element to it with the perforated effects. So that's it. Completed in just 6 seconds underneath the heat press, the name and the number on the back of this jersey. Now, we wanted to show you this because we think that's enough to be able to market it and gain clients across different sports categories with the perforated breathable numbers. But this jersey isn't completed yet, so let's hop into some bonus content where I'm going to show you how to decorate the front of the jersey as well as the sleeves. All right, because we're going to apply the same exact product onto the sleeves, we're going to go ahead and do that first. We use a different product on the front of the jersey that requires a temperature change, but our heat press is already at 330 degrees, so I'm going to show you the sleeves here. Now, I've taken off the 16 by 20 attachment. It's a quick adjustment, and I'm going to load on this 7-inch round. There's a variety of ways that we can approach this sleeve application. Something we have to keep in mind on this hockey jersey specifically is the numbers on the sleeves are typically a little larger in the font style, so we want to make sure our platen is large enough to fit those. Now, we have to balance that with the fact that we want to make sure the platen is small enough so the jersey is going to be able to open up and split and load on to get to our single print location on the sleeve. And so we'll do that in a second, but before I do, I want to make sure I check my pressure so I don't have to check it while the jersey is on. Because I've loaded a smaller platen, I don't need as much pressure on the sleeve, so I'm looking, get that to a 1. If you remember, it jumped 2 digits when we did the back, so I'm expecting the same thing for it to jump a couple digits here. And so now I'm going to be able to split this through the neck hole of the jersey. This autoclam is great for interchangeable platens. It has a little wider base than our Fusion. So if you plan to do a lot of sports, I would recommend the Fusion or our Air Fusion or Dual Air Fusion model. But if it's just occasional that you'll be doing sleeve prints like this, you should be able to kind of hack it with this method. I'm just going to slide this up through. I need to get rid of this weird seam structure, and you get a lot of that on these jerseys. And you can see I'm getting to that print zone, and I have this nice kind of seam that runs straight where this meets, and so that's going to give me an alignment area. I want to make sure that's straight. That's one of the most difficult things. Now I will preheat, and so I'm going to always cover with the cover sheet, even to preheat. And let's lock it down. Yeah, I'm at a 2. It didn't quite jump to a 3, but that's okay. I'll preheat. Just warm the base, especially since I've loaded a fresh platen on that hasn't been hot before. You definitely want to preheat. And then I'm going to position it down. Keeping the orientation of your garment is important, right? We loaded that back name and number like this. Because of the sleeve, this is the end of the sleeve where the hand comes through. This is going to be loaded right side up. So I'll just position it down. This is just our pre-spaced perforated numbers, no name, so it's not the player perfect. Cover it and press. So pretty quick and easy once you get the hang of the loading technique and do that work up front. Again, when you're getting into the heat press business, super critical is having not only the right press, but the right tools for the job. So I've hit this location, no issues. I'm just going to slide that off of there. And then we'll get over to the other side because we like numbers on both sleeves. And we'll load that as well. And I'm looking for my marks to try to make sure it's loaded straight. This seam to that point of that triangle that's coming down. Preheat this side. While it's preheating, I'm grabbing my other number and preparing it for application. Position it into place, cover, and press. peeling the backing. Now I want to get to the front print location, and so we'll go ahead and change this platen back to the 16 by 20. We'll give you a look at the completed jersey all the way at the end, so you can see all the locations. I love how quick and easy the Hotronix heat presses are to change the platens on, regardless of the style that you get. It just has this lever that locks into place. And now I need to go up to 350 degrees. So we're at 330. I'm going to move this up on the temperature to 350 degrees. I honestly forget my time, so I'm going to check that in the application instructions over at Stahls.com before I set my time. But I'm going to, while it's warming up, kind of preload my garment just to take a look at what I may need to accomplish this job. So you'll notice as I'm loading this, these drawstrings are up on the platen again. There's a seam here. That's all fine, but I'm worried about that, and there's really no way to get rid of this. So a couple different approaches I can do here. Let's show you our design as it's heating up. This is our two-color design. So it's called a product called Sim Stitch, where it has the faux stitch around the edge. You can order this from Stahls. It comes just like this, ready to heat apply. And we're doing a two-color in Sim Stitch, and it's going to look like a third color because the garment color is going to show through. So really top-notch result. Now I'm taking my bigger color here, and I'm hoping this fits on an 11 by 15 attachment. That would be ideal. So I have one of those right over here. Let me grab it. And then I'm just going to kind of rest that here, and let's see if my design will fit in this placement. Peel the backing off so I can get a clean look at it. And it doesn't. So that's a little bit too close. You can see it's extending here. Okay, so lesson we can learn is number one, know the jersey that you're pressing. Ideally, that would have been perfect to be able to use that platen. It would be the quickest and easiest way, but that's okay. There is other ways to do the job. There's always a few different ways to do the job. And so I'm going to make use of my heat printing pillow in this case that I mentioned earlier. It's going to be the perfect accessory for this particular part of the job. I'm going to just lay it on top of the platen. If you're doing a lot of jerseys, you can always lock the pillow underneath the quick slip pad protector and kind of pull it down and lock it in place. That'll speed things up. But since I'm just doing one on video for you, I'm just going to lay it on the platen. And then my jersey will get loaded over it. But before I load the jersey, I want to make sure I adjust my pressure. So I've added thickness, so I need to retract for the pressure. All right, that's good. And so I'm at about 2. Let's get up to like a 3. By the time I add the garment in, it will increase even further. All right, so we're up at a 3, and I'm already up at 350 degrees, so I am preheated. Now I'll load my jersey. I'm just going to kind of pull it around the pillow and the platen, called threading it on. And now, whenever I go to print it, I will have all of this will sink down in. Now I will untie this just to get these out so I don't have that big bulk knot or loop right up on there. And this gives me a nice flat heat printing zone. Let's complete our preheat, and then I'm going to go check the application instructions. That's what's going to be this transition here, and so I can make sure I apply it for the right settings. After referencing the application instructions, I know Sim Stitch takes 20 seconds for the final layer. The first layer is only going to take 10 seconds. So I'm going to put 10 seconds on for the first application time, and then I'm going to put 20 seconds for the second application time. I'm at 350 degrees, and I'm just going to pull this down because I'm going to be doing also a captain letter over here as well. So I have that into place. I've already done this, but I just need to check what time setting I'm on here. So 10, 20. Okay, good, because I want to start with the 10-second application. And I'm going to go ahead and do the captain mark, and making sure I have it the right direction. in the perforated product. We'll just position that, getting good pressure of the pillow there. And then I will take my SimStitch design, and that's a cool thing about thermofilm. You always have to check, but it's pretty flexible in its application instructions. So even pressing it up at the 350 degrees is not going to be an issue for me. So always run the hotter temperature setting if you're combining different materials. So we'll press this layer for just 10 seconds to get it to temporarily hold in place. All right, thermofilm is the hot peel. In SimStitch, I should also be able to peel it pretty hot as well. So just grab the corner and release to get my background layer to hold, trying not to move the jersey, keeping it as flat as I can, because then I'm going to load in a foreground layer. Now again, look at the Stahls recommended settings for application. This is not going to be directly layered. It's going to kind of fit in here like a puzzle. So I don't need like 30 seconds because I don't need to get through both layers at one time. But because this fits in like a puzzle, I'm just going to need like the single color application, if that makes sense, which is 20 seconds. So I position that into place, cover it with a cover sheet, making sure this is covered. That will stick to the heater if you don't cover that piece. And then I'll complete everything for the 20 seconds. Release the backing. Let's head over to the table to take an up-close look. This completed result is top-notch. Not only do we have the professional look of the perforated numbers and the breathability, but we have a high-end professional look with the SimStitch product, which gives you an authentic polyester twill that's just heat applied. So hopefully you're starting to see some real possibilities in the sports market. Guys, I want you to know that you can complete looks like this. As we walked you through step by step, it's just not that difficult. You can order all of the components, pre-made, pre-done. They will come to you just like I had them here in the video, completed by Stahls. All you have to do is have the right heat press, the right tools for the job and the technique to be able to load them and print them accurately. So steal these looks, download the assets, get the complete guide by clicking the link in the description, and start to show this high-end quality that you can complete with just a heat press in your business.